In a crazy first minute of the fourth quarter, the Albright College football team erased a 14-point deficit in 14 seconds and went on to win the 2012 ECAC Southeast Bowl 38-34 over Franklin and Marshall College. Junior Daniel McNair earned game MVP honors with 6 catches for 89 yards and a touchdown to go with his kick return TD. TJ Luddy completed 15 of 23 passes for 243 yards and a score, while fullback Marty Reinert totaled 34 yards and a touchdown on 6 carries in his final collegiate game. On Albright's second drive of the game, Caleb Shilko had a big third down pickup for 19 yards and a first down. Scott Pillar then went over the top for 42 yards, but couldn't quite tiptoe the sideline to finish it off. 2 plays later, the Diplomats' Mike Shin jumped Luddy's route for an interception, with the quarterback making his second tackle of the game to save a sure touchdown. It only took 1 play for Franklin and Marshall to grab a 14-0 lead, with Paul McGann taking a pass over the top and shrugging off a tackle to reach the end zone. On 3rd and 1 from the F&M 15, Reinhardt plowed right up the middle, bouncing off multiple tackles and staying upright to reach the end zone, pulling the Lions to within a touchdown at 14-7. Down 21-7, the Lions faced 3rd and 19, but McNair caught Luddy's pass off the hand of a Diplomat defender and took it for 37 yards into enemy territory. On 3rd and 21, Luddy found Shilko close enough to the sticks that the Lions could go for it. Shilko then ran an in route to pick up the first down. Luddy made it 21-14 with a pass over the top to McNair, who completed a diving catch in the back of the end zone. In the third quarter, the Diplomats drove down to the Albright 25 and went for it on 4th down, with Matthew Naddick intercepting the pass to end the threat. Albright later moved the ball down to the Diplomat 11, but a field goal attempt went wide right to keep the score at 21-14. After F&M punched it in for a 28-14 lead on the opening play of the fourth quarter, McNair took the ensuing kickoff back 88 yards for the touchdown. Dominique Kazekia then fumbled Albright's kickoff in his own 4-yard line, where it was recovered by Sean Cunningham on the 1. Ty Hughes carried it in on the next play, giving the Lions 2 touchdowns in 14 seconds, and a combined 3 touchdowns for the 2 squads in a 28-second span. The action was far from over as F&M's McGann got behind the Lion defense on the next play from scrimmage, but was stripped by Drew Peterson. Cunningham came up with the ball for his second fumble recovery in a span of 18 seconds. Luddy completed a tough 3rd down pass to Shilko to the 4-yard line and then snuck it in with 8:33 left to put the Lions ahead 35-28. Joe Magnuson made an open field tackle on a cutback run, and Chris Stevens broke up a 3rd down pass as the Lions defense stood firm. With 3 minutes remaining, Nick Joney batted down a 3rd down pass, and then Ryan Ott broke up a 4th down attempt on the host's final realistic chance to get back in the game. Daniel Soboleski capped things off with a field goal before the Diplomats added a garbage time touchdown in the final seconds. Albright concludes its 2012 campaign with a record of 8-3, winning its 6th ECAC championship and 1st since 2008. The victory also marked head coach John Marska's 4th career postseason win at Albright.
I'm just so proud of these guys. We had talked all week about finishing, and it's how you finish the counts, and nobody ever remembers how anyone started. I mean, there's no award for the horse that got out of the gate first. It's all in how you finish, and it's all in how you come down that last turn and cross that finish line. And it was so appropriate for a theme this week because, I mean, this was week 13, I think, of the season. When you go back to camp started August 11th. 13 weeks. We battled through a lot of injuries. I mean, we lost, half a dozen or 8 guys for the season, a lot of starters, and and we're held together with kind of duct tape and bubble gum, here. And for our guys to be able to push through this last week, championship week, the way they did, and to come out here and play one last football game and take it all the way to the finish, I'm so proud of those guys. And then, here on the game, I mean, look, we went down 14-0 in the first quarter, and we battled our way back. We're down 14 points at the start of the fourth quarter, and we battled our way back. So it ain't over till it's over, and it doesn't matter what happens in between. It's how you finish, and we finished the right way today. And the thing that I'm most proud of is that our guys. And anytime you're playing in a championship ball game, you've got to be able to answer the call. You got to be able to match blow for blow, score for score. Big play for big play, so that you don't, you never get yourself out of it. And, we kept doing that, in different ways. We kept making a big play here or there, especially when we needed it. And, if you do that enough times, big play, you start an avalanche of momentum. And that's kind of what you saw happen, I think, in the fourth quarter. you know, I talked to these seniors on senior day about them being bridge builders for us, and building a bridge to the future of our program, and building a bridge into 2013 and beyond. And the legacy that they could leave here could last, you know, a long time after they're gone, because you have, you know, these guys have been teachers. They've been teachers to our young guys. They've been teachers to, you know, our freshmen. And the thing about a teacher is a teacher affects eternity, because he'll never know when his influence stops. And so that's why when I say these guys are bridge builders, that's what I mean. They built a bridge to our future. And for us to finish 8-3, win a championship game, you know, since our bye week, we're 5-1, and we're really one play away from being 6-0. You know, one play away from beating Widener, who's in the national playoffs. So, you know, we kind of regrouped at the bye week, and after 2 back-to-back losses, we're 5-1 since. We finished the season off the right way with a huge, you know, play-in game last week against Lebanon Valley in order for us to get here. And if we didn't win last week, we don't even get picked for this. And then to be able to, you know, win this one in dramatic fashion, you know, battling back and forth and all the momentum swings. And I think this creates a lot of momentum for us into next season, into our spring season. And I think it lights a fire under the underclassmen about what's possible moving forward. And maybe next year we're talking about being in the NCAA playoffs, you know, instead of an ECAC game. So and with the team we have coming back, I think that's possible.